Hey there, sweeties. Jazzie here, and welcome to my very first ranting video. I know y'all are excited about this. I know I'm excited. As soon as you heard about it, you were like, yes, we get to hear her cuss and make herself act like a ridiculous person. That's gonna be so fun. Not that I don't already act like a ridiculous person on videos, because I do. Pretty bad. But yeah, so before I get into my rants for the day, I'm going to talk about some great news I have. I'm going to a Marianas Trench Concert in January. Oh, January 15th is when the concert is. And it's going to be at the Hollywood House of Blues. And not the House of Blues, the Troubadour, I think that's what it's called. They were at the House of Blues a few months ago. But that's going to be so fun. And it's actually going to be my first concert. I've never been to a concert before, guys. I know. I'm weird. I'm an old lady. It's not really my scene, honestly. I love music. Always have loved music since I was a little kid. I feel personal, like music hits me really deeply. But when it comes to being in a concert with a bunch of other people, I get really bad anxiety. So there were so many people and they were jumping around and they were screaming, and I'm just sitting there like, where do I go? Do I go to the front? Do I go to the middle? Do I go to the back? And then I tried to scooch and the people started threatening to fight me, and I was just like, all right, I'm just going to go into a corner. And like, not that I wouldn't fight, because you know, as soon as you do a hit, it's on. Don't let this fool you. Trust me. As soon as this video is over, I'm taking all this fucking makeup off and I'm putting baggy sweatpants on, a baggy t-shirt, watching Sherlock, eating junk food, and potentially playing video games. So I have a reason for the way I dress when I dress like this, and we'll do that in another video. You guys just finding out all these little things about me. Isn't that fun? So yeah, I'm excited. I get to go behind the scenes, get to meet them, and it's an 80s concert, so I'm gonna go dressed up. And if there's a chance that they actually ever see this video, doubt that's gonna happen, but you know, if it happens, then I'm going to give 2 hints to what I'm gonna be. I'm gonna be a person, a woman, 80s, 2 things. Purple. I'm gonna be wearing purple, and it's gonna be, I'm gonna feel like I'm in a very glamorous life, if you know what I mean. If you get that, guess it down below, and then you'll get a cookie, because you know, cookies are good. But yes, so that's gonna be cool. I'm really excited. Hopefully I won't get into a mosh pit, because I've heard those are scary, and I don't want to do that, because that'd be scary. But yeah, so alright, let me jump into this video, and then you guys will see kind of why I am ranting. Within the next couple of weeks, you're going to get another ranting video about something else that they said. Same people said something that made me very upset. And then I'm going to get on a very deep tangent. It's going to be deep and emotional. It's going to be about weight, which we will talk about when we talk about it. But for right now, I'm going to let you watch this video, and then I'll get right back to you. Right.
Well, in real life, you have 3 adorable boys. Yeah. Oh my God, you guys, you have to see them.
Yeah.
They're so cute, and we're actually gonna get to meet them in a little bit for the fashion show.
Yeah, they're coming out.
But are you trying to have a girl? Are you looking forward to a girl? Is there a possibility?
It's so funny. Like, the second you get married, everyone's like, when's the baby coming? You have the first baby, like, then they're like, is everybody asking you when the third one's coming?
Yeah.
You know, the thing is, okay, so I really wanted 4. I still am all about 4. My husband is like, we are at capacity. He is like, no way. And if we did try again, it wouldn't be for a girl, because I honestly, we would just think it's a boy anyway. Like, I just think I'm a boy mom, and that's fine. I mean, I have no control over it.
Boys love their moms.
Love their mommies.
Yeah.
And you know what? If I had a girl, she'd be kind of on an island by herself. There'd be the 3 boys rough and tumble over here, and then I'd have to do glitter and hair and all this. I don't do glitter and hair. I don't know.
Did you guys watch it? Alright, now you know the premise of what we're going to be talking about today. Now keep in mind there is going to be cussing. I said it earlier, but I just thought I'd give you warning. I cuss a lot when I rant, so it's going to be some serious stuff right now. Alright, so first things first. Love Melissa Joan Hart. Fabulous actress. Loved her in Melissa and Joey. Loved her in Sabrina the Teenage Witch. She was my girl. That was my show back in the day. But let me tell you something. You are completely wrong with what you say about girls. And let me tell you why you're wrong. And I'm a perfect example of this because you're talking about how you have 3 boys, which you do have 3 boys. I had 3 older brothers. And I have an older sister who moved out when I was a little kid. Safe to say we didn't really talk much. We do now, but not when we were younger. She was going off having babies and being married and being happy. So you say you don't want to have girls because of glitter and hair. And you are not a glitter and hair person. Okay, let me tell you what first thing is wrong. First of all, you're assuming that us, when we're born as a girl, is going to like to play with glitter and hair. Now, don't get me wrong. I love glitter. I love hair. I love makeup. Totally. But I didn't get into this until I was about 13. I'm 20 now. I was a very late bloomer. And it didn't have anything to do with how I was raised. I just woke up one day and decided I loved the 1950s and I liked pretty dresses and really tight clothes and really high heels. And I liked my boobs up to my neck. But I decided that on my own. I didn't decide that because I had older brothers. My dad raised me when I was little. He raised me from when I was little to when I was older. And my mom worked a lot. And she still does. And I have no animosity towards my mom. She's an amazing woman, and I'm a total mama's girl. Wasn't always a mama's girl, let me tell you. I was a daddy's girl through and through. But just because I'm a girl doesn't automatically mean I'm going to be a mama's boy or a daddy's girl. Just because you have 3 boys doesn't automatically mean that they're going to be mama's boys. Maybe you have a couple of kids who prefer your husband over you. That's fine. That's just kids. We latch on to somebody. It happens to be you, that's great. If it happens to be your husband, why the fuck does it matter? Like, I love my mom. I love my mom. And just because I wasn't a mama's girl did not take away from the fact that I adored my mom and I wanted to be just like her when I was younger. Just like her. She was so pretty. She was such a woman. She was so, like, she would dress really nice for work, and I loved it. But I was raised around 3 boys. Let me tell you how boys like to fight. They don't yell with words. They punch, and they wrestle, and they fight you. And I mean bloody fighting. And trust me, I got plenty of those when I was younger. Means that at this day and age, even though I'm dressed like this, I can still wrestle with my brother. I still wrestle with my brother. As soon as I take off this makeup, I am in sweatpants and a baggy t-shirt, and I'm playing video games, or I'm reading comic books, or I'm reading books. That's what I'm doing. But that's because that's what my dad was. We didn't care about makeup or glitter when I was younger. I don't even really care about it now. I mean, I love it, but I can go without it. And one thing that was never in my house was Barbies. You know that stigma that girls automatically play with Barbies? We don't play with Barbies. I played with all of my dad's action figures. He would get really mad at me because I would throw them all around the house. And that's what I did because that's how I was raised. Now, my dad was blatantly honest. He would tell you exactly who you were, exactly when you didn't want to hear it. And I mean, he was a jerk when he wanted to be. And the thing about that is because of the way he treated me, because he screamed at me sometimes, because he didn't treat me any differently from his kids, from his other kids, I can keep up my side of an argument with somebody. I can do the battle of wits like men like to do sometimes. I'm quick on my feet, and trust me, I'm mean. I find out your weakness and I exploit it. And I don't think that's a girl thing. Could be a girl thing. But mostly it's a guy thing because you hit right for the jugular. That's what they're good at. Then you fist bump and you move on. That's just how life is. And that's just how I was taught the way I was taught. So if you don't want girls, That's fine. I get it. Sometimes girls can be annoying. But don't use that bullshit excuse. It's because you don't want to play with glitter and makeup. Because that's stupid. If you want to raise your girl to be a tomboy, then you raise her to be a fucking tomboy. And she fucking embraces that shit. I can be as girly as I want to be, but I play video games. And I love sports. And I love watching football and basketball. And I burp like a man. One day you'll get it. I haven't had any soda today, so you can't get any of the burps. But that's just what happened. So you're upset because you don't want a girl to be a daddy's girl? Is that it? Because that seems like what you said. My boys are mama's girls. They love me. Yeah, I have a mom too. And I adore my mom. And my brothers adore my mom. And we adore our dad. And my dad's not here anymore, but I was crazy about my dad. And don't you want your little girl to look up to her dad? I think that's what I'd want if I had kids. So basically, you were very wrong. And sorry to put you in your place, but you needed to hear it. So that's it. Now I've ranted, and I'm very happy to get that off my chest. I've been wanting to rant about that for a very long time. Next couple of weeks, like I said, there'll be a more emotional one, and it'll probably be more tears than cussing, but it'll still be pretty awesome. Now, I have hiccups. Unfortunately, that's all for this video, but we will always have the next one. Smile later, guys.